going to do a water container flip challenge. Now, I've only ever done this in the past with a plastic water bottle, but if you're like me, I don't usually buy plastic water bottles. So instead, I found a plastic container lying around my house. This is just a hot sauce container. As you can see, I had to tape off the top so it wouldn't break open during the challenge. So what you're going to do is fill it up with water to about 25% or about 1/4 full. The object of the game is to underhand flip the water container and try to get it to land on a table or a surface upright. So for me, I'm going to see how many flips I can land upright in a matter of 60 seconds. Okay, there are so many different ways that you can play. If you have more than one person, you can see who can land their container upright the quickest. Okay, you can change the distances you are throwing from. You can try using different types of water containers as well. It's up to you. Choose your challenge.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
Everybody, this one is a paper airplane game. So these paper airplanes, you're going to need 3 of these X-Wing fighters. The paper airplane that you design is going to want to go pretty straight because I'm trying to throw these into my target. I've got a 5-gallon bucket inside my laundry basket. So you could try to award yourself different points for that, or just use a cardboard box or some sort of target. Again, you're going to use your timer. You could have somebody help you with that, or just not even use a timer at all. But I'm going to put 60 seconds on mine, and here we go. Got it. Oh yeah. Oh, boom. Got it. Okay, so I don't have R2-D2 or C-3PO or Chewie here to help me rebuild my X-Wing fighters. So you be sure to recycle yours unless you want to keep playing with them until you can't play with them anymore.
Okay, for this next one, we're going to do a bowling challenge. It's really simple. You can use any small ball that you have, or even a pair of socks, okay? Use one of these as the bowling ball. For me, I'm going to be using a tennis ball. You're going to set up 10 targets, just like in bowling, in a triangle formation that looks something like this. Now, these targets are going to be all different sizes and are just a bunch of random objects ranging from cups to water bottles to big boxes. Whatever you have lying around the house works. Each time the ball is thrown in an underhand toss, the thrower then goes and retrieves the ball and returns back to the throwing line and throws once again. The challenge here is to see how many throws it takes you to knock down all of the targets. The less throws, the better.
Okay, I've got one more game. So you can use, use your standard bucket, fill that with water. This is going to be your water game. You're going to want to play outside if you can. And then you might have some sort of a water toy. This is your water blaster. So what you do is you fill this with water and get some folks to help you. You're going to draw the water out of there. So now your tube is full, and then you're going to be aiming at some targets that might be, sitting on a table outside or the edge of a raised garden bed, or maybe on the edge of a wall or something like that. And I remember seeing Alexander using wooden blocks for one of his videos, and those are pretty good, water durable, kind of heavy targets. You can use cones, maybe. Again, use your imagination and be creative. Give yourself 1 minute for your timer. All right. If you don't have a blaster, then maybe you could just use your hose with a little nozzle on the end and just that might work for you as well. So that's going to be your target practice with water blasters outside. One more fun suggestion for you guys. Last year at our field day, we had so much fun with our bubble machine. I don't know if you guys remember that bubble machine. That was a whole lot of fun. So now I'm not suggesting that you guys go out and buy your own bubble machine, but you might have some bubbles at home. We got to let this duck do its quack. All right, so I'm not suggesting that you guys go out and buy your own bubble machine, but again, you probably have some bubbles, and everybody loves playing with bubbles, especially if you have a dog who might enjoy joining you outside and trying to catch the bubbles that you set free. Take advantage of the good weather. And then the idea is to just try as many or whatever you want with these games. Pick what strikes your fancy, what you're going to have the most fun with. Pick something that matches the equipment that you have at home that you could easily create something with. And who knows, maybe you'll end up creating your own game, just like the 4th and 5th graders do. And again, don't forget to share your pics and your vids on our Flipgrid. So that's our field day for this year. Certainly a whole lot different than normal. Next year, hopefully we can get back out and do our traditional field day out on the turf and not get rained on, and maybe even do some sort of a surprise